One of the powerful things in Pro Tools is automation. You can use it for riding the level on a lead vocal, or adding a fade out on the master so that every track in the song fades out together, or automating the send levels in the course of the mix so there's more reverb on the snare in the chorus of the song than there is in the verses. So all kinds of things to automate, and the process is similar for all of those, and very easy. You can write automation from the edit window or the mix window. So let's say we want to write automation on this little shaker part. And we want to change its volume as it plays along. So I go to Auto Read, so Automation, Read, and I change Read to Write. And it turns red, so Pro Tools is telling me I'm going to write something, I'm going to record something. I'm going to record your automation. Let's pull up the transport so that we can actually see the counter moving. Put him down here. And I'll just scroll a little bit so that I can see this fader. And then let's bring him back up. And notice that when I stopped, Automation Write switched to Automation Latch. If yours isn't switching to Latch, then go to Setup, Preferences. In the Mixing tab, lower right-hand corner, this is the Automation section. In the lower right-hand corner, after Write Pass, switch to, and you have 3 choices. So what are the changes here? If you're the kind of person that wants the fader to stay where you left it when you finished your automation pass, then choose Latch. If you're the kind of person that wants the fader to stay where it had been before you made your move, then choose Touch. I think Latch will generally accomplish what you want to accomplish in writing automation, and that's what I recommend. So when you're done with automation, my recommendation is switch back to Read, because if the transport is moving and you're in Latch or Touch, and you move the fader, you're writing automation. So be sure that you're writing automation when you want to and not just inadvertently. Now let's jump to the edit window. Let's close the transport, close this plugin, and open a lane and take a look at the automation we just wrote. So it's not in MIDI pan. It's actually not even in MIDI volume. It's audio volume. We moved a fader, so that's where it's going to show up. And there it is. Well, it's kind of not real pretty. So if I really wanted to make a dip on this over 4 bars and then have it come back up, I would be inclined to rough the automation in like I just did, and then I'd go to my pencil and I would actually draw a line from here to there, and then another line from there to bar 8. And that's a smoother move than the one that I made, and it has far less data points. Now, the few little data points that I got rid of in this one little automation move are not probably significant over the entire mix. But if I'm doing automation for this track and the next track and the track after that and some send levels, and pretty soon the little bit of automation I was able to eliminate here adds up. Now I'm going to undo this move, this move, this move, and take volume back to where it was, because I want to show you panning. If I go to pan and all pan types, I can take the left track and with my pencil draw a triangle. I'm in grid mode and I'm going to use 1 bar slices. That's the grid size. And then I just click and drag and push, and I'm writing in a pan move. I can click and drag and push the other way and write in a pan move for the mirror image, the other side. And so now this part has some dimension to it that it didn't have before. There's lefts and rights are crossing, and because we're in mono, if I play this for you, you won't hear the pan move, but you will hear it on your own system if you write it this way. So let me undo that, and show you that there are other patterns that you can write, including random, but square is sort of a more binary system where it's going to be a high level and a low level, but it's not going to gradually transition. It's going to just go boom, boom, just instant change. So I'll just close out of that. And if you want to write automation to your volume from the edit window, because sometimes it helps to see the waveforms as you're writing the automation, then have the track show you I/O, and you get a little fader here that you can use to write your automation. Now back to the mix window for a second. Let's add a send. Let's send this to bus 1, which is called reverb. Bring this over here. Automation for a send level is very similar. Change from automation read to automation write. Turns red, letting us know it's going to automate. We then start the transport, make a change, stop the transport, it switches to latch, jump to the edit window. Let's move this guy out of the way. Take a look at shaker loop send A, and this send level now has an automation move in it. Pro Tools 11 lets us record automation during the recording process. And all we have to do to enable that is go to Setup, Preferences, Operation, and check this box right here, Enable Automation in Record. Why would you use this? Well, let's say you want to keep the mic quiet until the singer sings or the guitar player plays. Let's say you've got some nasty hum coming from the guitar amp and you want to start recording, but you don't want the mic to be active until the very moment that the guitar player plays. So you can automate that fader as part of the recording process. So that's how we automate levels like volume and pan. And we can also automate other settings, and we'll look at those in the next movie.